In this video, I'd like to do a quick walkthrough of some of the features of Lanteria's event-based training. So these are training courses which are held by a facilitator, whether in person or virtually. So let's start by going up to the Learning Catalog, the Learning module, and go to the Learning Catalog. And what we're going to do is pull up one of our courses or our event-based courses. It's called Dangerous Goods Handling. I'm going to open that course and I'm going to firstly edit it and just give you a quick walkthrough of some of the options that are available on a course. So I've selected Classroom, it's active, description. I've selected an event is required. This is the most important thing. We need to actually have material types as Classroom, and an event is required if you want to use these functions. Let's skip over the rest because it's beyond the scope of what I want to show you here today. Once you've actually set up a classroom-based training, which will have this icon, you then have access to these other options here. So let's have a quick look at, first of all, scheduling training. So what you can do is schedule a session for when the training will be. And this has got some really cool stuff, some really good integration with Microsoft Teams and Microsoft Outlook built into the product. So the first thing we're going to do is have a look at the scheduling assistant and figure out when we can get access to our trainers. So we've listed our internal trainers in the system, and you can see here this week's pretty busy. If we go out to this week, also quite busy. Let's say we want to schedule something with Verity for 3 p.m. on this day. Actually, I won't. I'll do it on the Monday at 4:30 p.m. You can just double click. Those values are passed through. You can adjust the end time if you want. And I'll just turn that off. This feature here enables you to, if you're running the training over multiple days, allows you to have different training schedules over those different days. So if I actually said, probably won't let me do this because actually no, I haven't actually selected my internal training yet, so that's fine. But if we were running it over 3 days, we could actually set different session times for those 3 days, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to run it on the one day for half an hour because this is a short demo. All right, so we've been able to actually see when our trainers are available. I'll just double check because I forget. So we've got it on the 29th at 4 p.m. or 4:30, I think we chose for Drew. Now that actually, if I just take a step back, this is showing you the live availability of your internal trainers based on Microsoft Exchange. So whatever they've got in their calendar, these are actually events in their calendars. We can't see what they are, obviously for privacy reasons, but you don't even have to leave the application to see when your internal trainers are available. Equally so, if you want to choose a specific room, the scheduling assistant will also help you with that. Now, we don't have any bookings in these rooms, so that's not applicable here, but it does allow you to coordinate all those resources. Now, you can actually specify the number of maximum participants that can go to this training. And if you tick this box, you can actually notice it grays out the room. You can click and make a Microsoft Teams meeting with 2 clicks that will invite the people on that meeting, and it will provide the conferencing details here, like so. Very, very easy. And I'm just going to stipulate my location, like so. All right, so we've scheduled this course for that day. The next thing we need to do is to assign attendees. Now, as an employees, if you set it up this way, employees can go and self-register. You can actually set a cost and have an approval, but we won't go into that here. So as a learning manager, I can actually go in. Firstly, I might want to, let's jump out of there and go to the training calendar so you can actually see what this looks like on the training calendar. So we scheduled it here for Monday at 4:30 to 5 p.m. So if I open that now, what I can do is manage my attendees. So let's make me a bit smaller. So you can see here there's one employee who's been approved to go on this course, but they're on a waiting list. So I might add them, and then I might add, this person and this person and so on. Very, very easy. Now, when it comes time for the actual course assessor, they can simply come in here, click once, and choose Update Status to Attended, and it will mark that training as complete for all of those people who have attended. Notice also that the actual seats available is based on the number of seats that we specified less the number of attendees. So if I actually move George off of here, that number will go from 5 up to 6. All right, so the other thing that the actual trainer can do is actually print out an attendance course that prints out beautifully. Zoom in on that a little bit, where they can have people sign in manually, and then, like I showed you just a moment ago, they can tick them all off as having completed that course. And just to show you what this looks like from an employee perspective, I will switch from my HR role or my learning manager role to my employee role, and I will see on my learning, it will be on here as well, obviously, dangerous goods. This here box, of course, with Lanteria always shows you everything that you need to do as an employee with respect to HR. Now, the next thing I can do is go to my learning catalog, or I can just click on here, whichever you like. Let's go to the learning catalog. And I can see all the courses that I need to complete or that I currently have open. Sorry, I went to the wrong thing. I meant to go to my development plan. The learning catalog is all of the courses available in the company, whereas the development plan are the courses on my plan. And you can see here the dangerous goods handling procedure. That's about it. In another video, I'm going to cover off how we can work with practicums and looking at the discussion board for scheduled training.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you got something out of it, go ahead and click on the like button now. And if you'd like to learn more about how to get the most out of Lanteria, or you'd like to stay on top of the constant product updates that are being put out, go ahead and subscribe to our channel.